Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 15 of Civilization 6, and we are going to start by hitting the next turn button. We've got a few more improvements we want to do here in Cologne. I still would like to go and get another city somewhere else, but there aren't really many good spots left. We could possibly get something down here next to the river. We would get some additional cattle. We'd get iron, not that we really need the iron.
Can't go around arresting the Thieves Guild. I mean, we'd be at it all day.
A Terry Pratchett quote. I love it. 100% industrial zone adjacency bonus. 100% commercial hub district adjacency bonus. 2 great merchant points per turn. They're all quite good. I'm still going for that great writer though. Culture and science from international trade routes. Each city receives +1 culture for each speciality district. I think I'd actually like that. It'll probably be slightly better for us. Although I didn't actually check, which I probably should have done. Choose a new civic. So let's go ahead and have a look. We're quite behind, actually, on civics tree. So it just proves how bad our culture output is. Now, what would we like to go in for? Diplomatic service gives us a lot of CBs on people. Let's go and work on that one. Oh, wow, the time suddenly went down. It said 19 turns before. This says 12. Click on it, it says 12. Yeah, I'm not too sure why the amount of turns it required went down when I clicked on it, to be honest. It seemed strange. Yep, really don't understand what was happening there. Bear in mind, again, the game is not quite finished yet. There's still a month of vigorous development to be had on this game. I like how it looks like the aqueduct between Aschen and Hildeberg is like one long continuous line. That's worked out quite nicely. See, Lisbon up there are doing quite a lot of improvements. So we've gained some more tourism there from somewhere. I don't know how or why. You guys, I would like you to improve that plantation. That'll give us some spices. And, oh, we still don't quite have enough money to get that frigate. A couple more turns, and we'll be able to do that. Somebody's just completed Chichen Itza. That is fine. A little bit of lag going on at the moment. Not too sure what the cause of that is. Apparently Victoria likes that we are developing some culture. Victoria has warned Spain about interfering with the agenda cultured. Interesting. We've got a boost on that now. Your knowledge of the heavens is helping your navy navigate and establish a global empire.
Astronomy is much more fun when you're not an astronomer.
Brian May. I do love some of these more modern quotes. Let me just have a quick look at Victoria. And, yep, so culture. Tries to build up culture and likes civilizations that also focus on a build-up of culture. So we are starting to see what some of the other people's hidden agendas are now. Builds national parks, doesn't clear features, plants forests, likes civilization that plants forests or found national parks, dislikes civilizations that clear forests. So you'd never know that these things were going to come until later. We still don't know what this guy's other agenda is. It's hidden. Quick look at Greece here. He's also cultured. So he shares the same hidden agenda that Victoria does. If we go and have a look at the Congolese. Yours is still hidden. Let's have a quick look at the Roman Empire, at Rome. Yours is still hidden as well. So we don't know what all of them are. And we are going to go on to the next turn. There's not really much else we can do there. So we've got some slow buildings coming up. So he's sending us a delegation. I'm happy with that. I'll take a little bit of extra money. So on the next turn, we should be able to get that frigate. We can go and make sure the waters are clear. I still think we want another city. Caesarean status lost. That's unfortunate. And who is that with? With Geneva. What a surprise. Well, we'll get them back. We want that extra science. So, we should now have, or just about have, enough money to buy a frigate. We do. So let's go ahead and buy a frigate. There we go. Fantastic. Probably can't do anything with it on this turn, so we'll go on to the next one. We want to get ourselves another settler as well. Now, we've been trying to work out what actually happens the more cities you get. It seems that districts become more expensive, and the settlers become more expensive, but that really seems to be about the only downside. So, at the moment, do I put another city down here, or do I go and put a city on this island over here? I'm still kind of tempted to do both right now. But we definitely need to get ourselves a settler. We might just save up and buy one. But we'll use this frigate to sail around and make sure there's no barbarians on the other side of the map. So let's go on to the next turn. Double check to see when some of these trade routes are expiring. We might be able to get some better ones. Rome has denounced the evil deeds of Spain. Greece has used a heavy chariot to clear a barbarian outpost. We haven't seen any barbarians for a while. I'm quite surprised by that. We were having a lot of trouble with them earlier. Doesn't seem to be that many of them around at the minute. I'm sure now I've said that, there'll be a camp probably respawning. Oh, look, would you look at that? Just as I say it, a camp literally turns up next to us. So let's go and get Githian Sharps over there to deal with that camp. Especially if we do start getting some civilian units out. I want to clear that and go on to the next turn. So yeah, I think we're going to try and get 2 more cities. Because this is the thing now with Civilization 6, you really have to specialise your cities. You can't really build tall in Civilization 6. You kind of have to go wide. But I think at the same time, that's why you don't need to have like multiple copies of multiple resources. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Let's start getting this guy over here. It'd be nice if we had a road, but can't really do anything about that. Let's go down and see what we can find with this frigate. Might get some nice, cheap, early kills. Especially if this is a coastal barbarian. There we go.
Nos somos Felipe, rey de España y Portugal. Empero, por encima de todo, somos fieles devotos de la única y verdadera religión.
One thing I am noticing with these animated characters here is actually, and it probably doesn't come across on YouTube because of the encoding, but there's almost a slight stippled effect to the texture. And to me, it actually looks like it's more of a pre-rendered, you know, sort of almost like a video, as opposed to it being an actual model that is being rendered in real time. I could be wrong, it could be just the way that they've compressed the textures, but there is certainly a weird effect on those textures. We'll find out where his capital is, although we already pretty much know. Hagia Sophia, that's not my problem, which is good. Where are we? Just let me see the thing. Yep, not bothered about that. Met a new civilization. Trading post created. Fantastic. So you need to carry on working your way over here so we can clear that. New trade route. Can we sort by anything? Sort by gold. That didn't help, did it really? Washington would be quite good. We'd gain some science, some culture, and some faith. That seems like the best one for us, actually. Let's go to Washington. Washington won't get any benefits from it, but we would. So I think we'll do that. Let's have a look around with you. See if we can find any filthy barbarians that we need to deal with. And then we'll go across over there and look for those ships that killed our caravels earlier on. We've actually got 3T now. I need to try and find somebody I can trade that off to. And get some additional money. So, let's go ahead and do that now. Greece likes us. And make deal. Would you like some tea? You wouldn't give me anything for it. That's disappointing. What about Spain? We've just met you. If I was to give you tea, you'd actually give me some money for that, so I'll take that. And we've still got a spare one, so Rome. Rome doesn't dislike us. What about if I was to give you some tea? What would you give me in return? Not quite as much money. How about instead of the money, you swap it up for some coffee? But you'd want me to give you money as well for that. I don't think we're short on the amenities, but we will be because we're about to get some more cities. So I think we will go for that. Okay, that's fine. Our income's not terrible, so we're alright. Unit needs orders. You're going to continue down the coast here. And we can see the barbarians, and you should have a range of 2, so we can actually pelt this from the ocean. Well, that was effective. And let's go and start moving in with Githian Sharps. And we also probably, if we can afford to, want to just straight up purchase a settler. 560. So as you can see, they are becoming more expensive. So yeah, I think I want to settle one city over on that island. And I think I want to get another one down here near the iron, even though I don't really need it. But I think we need to improve our production a little. And you can't get there in a single turn, unfortunately, so we'll move you adjacent. But we can clear the camp if we move over here. You've got a scout as well, but we will clear the camp out. Rome have got a caravel around here, so it's quite possible that the barbarian caravel that was around here has gone. But I'd still prefer to be safe. I'm guessing you guys probably can't hit from there, can you? No, you can't, but you're going to go in there on the next turn, assuming that you can. On to the next turn, then. And what we'll do is we'll get our settler and we'll escort it with the caravel. Because England just have so many ships right now. So you're going to move in there. As you're going to wait for the settler, I think we'll just start bombarding you. We will straight up purchase a settler. Got a promotion available for the frigate already. And we finished building something over here, which was... was it a... We completed the Hansa, but then I think we built something else after the Hansa, and I can't remember what that was. Still no option for an aqueduct. So let's go for the ancient walls. It's only 5 turns. I think we need to have a little bit of protection going on. And let's move on to the next turn. Yeah, Victoria just has so many cities. And we have a new settler, so let's start moving you over in this direction. And you're just going to stay there. I can give you a promotion now. Combat strength versus naval units or combat strength versus district defences. I think we'll have you as an ocean-going vessel. More housing required in Frankfurt now. What can we do here to get more housing? I wonder. Could do with a university would give us some housing. I think we'll start work on a university once we've finished the cultural district. So you guys, I guess you can kind of... Oh, we've got another barbarian camp down here. Well, okay, well we know what you're doing then. Earning some more experience, apparently. Let's move on to the next turn. And I would like to get one more settler for that other side. Maybe I'm a little bit late with my settlers here on this game, but... As I've said before, it is a first playthrough. So, many mistakes were bound to happen. Let's bring this frigate over here so that we can escort you along. That's a Roman apostle there. Choose production. So I would like to get the university. It's only 12 turns, actually. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. And if we wanted to get ourselves another settler, how much would that cost us? And it won't show us anywhere that's already got a civilian unit in, because they get in the way. Another settler would now be... We need the purchase button. There we go. Settler is now 640. So that's quite expensive. Can we purchase anything with faith in, like, any of our cities at all? I get you need a city with a holy site anyway. But no, there's nothing we can purchase with faith. So I kind of messed up the religious game in this campaign. We haven't really got to do any religious combat or anything like that. But we'll do some more games. You know, we've got access to this preview version at least until, well, I'd have thought at least until the full game comes out. So we've got many more different scenarios and things we can try. There is a scout there. I'm not too worried about the scout, because the scout will probably just go back down to the camp, so that's fine. Let's embark that settler, and you're going to form an escort formation on to the next turn. Keep your apostles away from me, Roman scum. Greece has built an Acropolis. I assume that's probably one of their unique buildings. We are in the industrial era.
Though our own people are quite skilled, we can always benefit by learning from others. Perhaps we should look into beginning a research agreement with one of our neighbors.
So,
Claims that cannot be tested, assertions immune to disproof, are veridically worthless, whatever value they may have in inspiring us or exciting our sense of wonder.
so we can actually get a research agreement now. Research agreements do work differently. Our roads have been upgraded as well, which is really nice. But research agreements work differently to how they did in Civilization 5. You are friendly. I don't think we can get a research agreement unless we are allies or friends. The relationship is friendly. Oh, declare friendship. Do you want to become friendly with Greece? Why not? No, they won't be friends. Fair enough. Even though they're friendly towards us, they don't want to be friends. If you get a declaration of friendship or an alliance with someone, I think the way that the research agreements work now is that instead of just getting a research boost after a certain length of time, is two different civilizations work on a single technology. So it's almost a little bit like the way multiplayer tech used to work in Civ 5 on a co-op game. So you both sort of research towards the same tech. The more expensive the tech, the longer it takes, but you both get a research boost while doing it. So it's quite an interesting little thing. Let's go ahead and select the settler, because we'll use the settler's max movement to determine how far we get here. So we do want to try and get across to this island. Maybe we'll settle somewhere like here, because that seems like a good midpoint, and then we can get an aqueduct to the mountain. So that is fine. New city-state quest, construct a holy site, will probably never happen. Need more housing in Cologne now, hardly surprising. Roads have been upgraded as well. Yeah, there's not really much we can do here to improve the housing situation right now. Let's go and have a quick look at our tech. So we've got scientific theory. We could then go into industrialization. Get a wonder. Get ballistics. Get field cannons. You want to go into any of these? Build 2 banks. I'd love to do that, actually. Build 2 neighbourhoods. Be able to get sewers. That'll give us more housing. Get medics as well. Build 2 neighbourhoods. Can I even build neighbourhoods? They must be a civics thing. And what have we got further down that we haven't filled in yet? Mass production. Gives us the opportunity to get another wonder. Let's go and just sort of do that, sort of backfilling in the tech tree. You'll also find it's quite easy to beeline stuff now, both in the tech tree and in the civics tree. You don't necessarily have to keep backfilling stuff. You can just go for some stuff that's much further down the line. It does seem to be a valid tactic now. Not too sure where that scout has gone, but Githian Sharps can definitely deal with these guys. They are getting a little bit stronger, but we're definitely doing some damage to them. Let's move on to the next turn. What have we got moving around up here? That's that Roman apostle. We're going to come and spread his religion to us. You want to pay us money for open borders? Sure, why not? Might make her like us a little bit more. See, people are starting not to dislike us as much now. The people that really, really hated us and were constantly denouncing us, that's going away.
Keep your allies close and your enemies closer. We are now able to recruit a spy who could help us better understand what it is that our neighbors do on a more covert level. Times have changed, and the era of diplomatic delegations has passed. It is important that we now establish embassies with our friends and allies.
In diplomacy, there are two kinds of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
So, we're now able to get spies. Now, is there anything else that we want to put in here? Production towards wonders and things. Again, I don't really think I want to change any of this. Production towards spies. Spy operations take 25% less time. Do we need those double influence points on envoys? It has been nice. But we are probably going to want to build a spy, so I think we will swap to that one for a while. We can always swap back later on. You guys are going to finish him off, if you can. We'll clear that on the next turn. Keep sailing out this way with you. It should be clear, but we want to make sure of that. We get to choose a new civic. Do we want to backfill? Reformed Church will give us a 2211. That's probably a slightly better government type, actually. 10 turns to research that. I think we'll go and work on that one. Choose a production. Cologne has finished whatever it was working on. It's a little bit annoying. I'm sure it wasn't the workshop that we worked on last. I'm sure there was something else in between. Holy Site seems pretty pointless. We could get the medieval walls. You can actually start working on a spy. A spy would take us 16 turns. That's quite a length of time, to be honest. Build some medieval walls. Let's get an end to... Let's get a commercial hub. We don't have nearly as many of these as we would like. We can get one over here. Won't get any bonuses from it. But we don't really need the bonuses from it. Let's go ahead and build it over there. Start getting a couple of them done. And again, I meant to hit end turn there. Meant to end the video there before we hit end turn, but it definitely has that one more turn appeal that Civilization 5 used to have. I can definitely say that. And we'll finish off this turn anyway. We'll go and clear this camp. Also, just noticed we've got a new button up here now for espionage. We don't have any spies, so we can't really do anything here. You can see other people's cities and what type of districts they've got in them. I guess if you want to steal a certain type of thing. So we'll just finish off moving our units around. So let's get you guys safely up here, so we can build our city soon. And that is the end of the turn. So I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 6. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.